Yeah? You just see whatever's left over. That's all. That's all you can do is just see whatever's left over. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm Hailka Empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. It's another not a lot going on day. I'm just like going within. I'm doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of meditate state. Just dialing in, you know. Those character defects, taking a harder look at them. You know, are you growing, Marge, as a spiritual being? Are you farther than you were this time last year? You know, what's the progress report kind of thing? No stress, no pressure. just checking in, you know. So what did we had a pretty lackadaisical day, pretty chill day. That's Tango. He just came in. Hi, Tangy. Do you want to come up and say hi? Aren't they cute? Isn't that romantic? Man love. Gotta love it. America. Ready for the poop to hit the fan? I just saw some twatter about how... I don't know. Once it's gone, it's gone. You lose it, Tangy. You lose it. And I didn't get the screenshot of it. Something about... Oh, we just passed constitutional carry. Representative Mike... Whatever, Loychick... twatted 3 hours ago. Anybody can get a gun. It's everybody's right. Too bad frickin' most people are fucking nut jobs and aren't very well adjusted. And they're gonna get them too. Are we getting there yet? Are people figuring it out yet? What we're supposed to do? The peace on earth begins within. Is an inside job, and people have to stop and get quiet. Plug into that no place space place. And connect with yourself. Yeah. Nothing's going to change unless people start doing that. Had some unfortunate events happen over the weekend. Last few days, there's a young artist. I didn't even know about her. She was on the Taos Pueblo. And I bet my buddy Augie knew her. Anyway, 29 years young. Just 29 years young. And all it said is they found her outside a house. That's all they said. Deanne Autumn Leaf Sazo. Young girl's name. I looked at her Instacrap account. She's a very talented artist. 29 years young. And, may she rest in peace or power, whichever she prefers. It's just another unfortunate contribution to Source. Another one. Lots more where those come from. Love people while we got them. Are we trying to make people as comfortable as we can? I've been thinking a lot today about this housing crisis that we have here in our local area. And the housing crisis that we have here in our local area is the same housing crisis that they're having in Redding, California, and all these other said cities in America across the USA. And it's because the places that people like to be, unfortunately, people got really greedy. And they got into this idea that it's like, oh man, I can do this like part-time, this short stay and charge a lot, like more than hotels or as much as hotels, you know, and then I don't have to rent my house and I can make more money because everything's turned into money. And there's a desperate need in a lot of communities across a lot of places and see the people that get paid six figures, that are paying themselves six figures, these city planners and freaking, they're all bullshit, man. None of them could even freaking change their own tire. That's the thing, man. Unimaginative people are getting paid a lot of money to come up with solutions for people that are desperate, and they just, frankly, they don't have them. And we know that you're not smart enough to do your job. But everything's a racket. That's the thing. Everything is a racket. Everyone knows that it's all nepotism. Everybody gets their job because who they know or who they're related to. Outsiders are freaking hosed. Everybody knows it. The deck is stacked. It's been like that for a long time. There's no integrity in any office of any kind, any place. Everybody just kind of freaking, if it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, oh well. It's just, people had just no work ethic. No kind of work ethic. It's just, and everywhere around here, it's like where I live, it's like everybody lives in grandma's house or everybody lives in grandma's trailer. And she was like the only generation that ever did anything. Now they all freaking live in her house or in her trailer. And you got like, okay, but what about, all the kids? Because you got like 5, 6 of them, and then they start having kids. But we got a mountain. So because of this mountain, people think that their real estate is worth more because of the view. So they up the prices and make, because you're paying for that. You know who made the view? God made the view. Why do you got to be a stingy, selfish mother? This next year is all about big karma returns, man. Negative and positive. How much have I been putting in my crap bucket? Because whatever you're putting in your crap bucket, when karma turns comes around, you're going to get it dumped. Everybody does it. Are we adding more to this? Or, are we moving towards that direction yet? I'm so tired of the same narratives over and over and over. They just keep people in a loop. This whole the oil scare. Oh, this again. Oh, this again. They're perpetuating this storyline again. Oh, but wait, there's this reserve that we found, so soon gas prices will go down. You know why gas prices went up? Because somebody somewhere fucking felt like it. That's why. And we're just puppets on a string to these freaking unimaginative, freaking dim-witted mental midgets that don't have very good ideas about anything. And it's hard to watch. It's hard to stand by and just watch. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Do I go down? Would I get an opportunity to speak if I went down to the city council? Huh? Probably not. Nope. It's all a racket, man. And I'm so tired of watching people that I know let their fucking kids sign up into the fucking military. It's not that world anymore. The gig is up. And if she doesn't know, then maybe she ain't never listened to my videos, and then that's way too bad. Well, I'm trying to let everybody know it's a freaking crock. Security is an inside job. Ain't no man in a cave ever take down no towers. It's all, DC is an extension of Hollywood. They're just one and the same. And now politicians are getting paid just as much as actors are in fucking episodes of TV shows. And their season is half a year. They worked less than half a year. And enough is enough. This has been going on. Civilization after civilization after civilization. And we have a chance to change things. But first of all... y'all might want to fucking up your fitness standards, because You know, it might be okay that we're moving into the times of fucking food rations, because old boys on left and right, that circle right there of dipshittedness, could stand to lose quite a few meals. Yeah. So, it's just ridiculous, all of it. I don't even care about that stupid storyline. He's just another smug little kid. Only the toys are more expensive. And so is the price of owning them and having them. But everybody has a right. It's so stupid, man. Freaking nut jobs everywhere. Because they have a right. So things are going to get interesting. The eclipse is day after tomorrow. Oh, I got to take the garbage out tonight. What else is going on? That young gal passed on. It's just, man. Oh, I guess the FBI are investigating it, which means it'll get swept under the rug. Which whoever did it is probably somebody of influence, and they'll be protected. I believe that's what the CIA and the FBI are all about. They're the cleanup crew, right? You get the dipshit frickin' sons of the frickin' senators get frickin' coked out and frickin' are, screwing around with, the prostitute gets a little rough. She ends up dying, so somebody's got to fix. That's what the CIA and FBI and police and shit, that's what they've become. Then it's blackmail and all that, whatever. So, but they're on it. They're on the show. I don't have any faith in any bureaucratic system. I know the people that run it, and they're very shallow. Their scope is very, very, very limited, and based on that alone, they ain't there to help nobody. They're there to freaking play a role and to freaking absorb funds and to not answer phones or respond to emails. That's what it's come to. Because there's more and more people that need help every single day with basic needs. And I know there's a lot of people that don't see it because you're stuck in your own program. But once you step out of that program, you might find that things are much, much different. Are people willing to do that? I don't know. Are people ever willing to step outside their comfort zone? Not really. But that's where the growth is. That's where the spiritual growth is. So you're telling me all this, just because people's bank accounts are growing with all this crypto crap and all this bullshit, and there's more rich people now than there's ever been, What was it, Chris, on, what was that? What was I listening to today? I listened to a few talks. I think it was Rasa Lisa Healing. I think it was him, and he was talking about like you want to reach ascension, feed the hungry. That's the thing. You got all these do-gooders, all these people, all these. Are you gonna meet me in the trenches to help turn the hearts? Those are the hearts that need to be turned. It's the ones that have been neglected the most. They're the ones that need to believe that this earth is different and that people are decent-hearted. Now, I'm talking about way more, far, far above and beyond fucking paying for somebody's bullshit coffee behind you. You can't do better. People can't do better than that. Oh. What else is going on? I don't even know what's going on in the world, Mom. We're like in a freaking different dimension, Ma. We just kind of hang out, floating on this rock through space. Take the critters out. This eclipse, though, it's like, and then it's so funny how information and data works, because you listen to different people, and like this person says, okay, or this group of people say, oh, we haven't had an eclipse this long in 100 years. And then another group of people are like, oh, this is the longest eclipse that we've had in 500 years. 480 years. You just have all these different people that have all this different information, And I just find it all to be true. Loosely. Oh, okay, yeah. That's true. I could see that. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. And somebody said that there's a placement that we haven't had since right before World War II. And I was like, well, that's apropos because they're about to start the next bullshit military conflict. They're about to stroke those fires. You gotta test those new weapons. You gotta rattle people's brains. That's what they do with the new weapons. The magnetic stuff. Imagine what it would do if all the aluminum and stuff that they put in people's freaking in the vaccines and stuff like that, and then freaking get a jolt of that magnet. Your blood just goes to the outside of your veins. Is that how it happens? Is that what happens? It's a trip. All for control. Somebody somewhere feels like it. That is in position of power and authority. What is all that bullshit, man? I've gotten into so much trouble in my life because of what people's what they thought, the authority that they thought that they had over me. I always let them know that they didn't, because I would go out the bounds of their authority, and I would rather deal with the consequences of my actions just to prove evidently you're no authority to me. Then I'd have to answer to a higher authority. I remember getting chewed out after I got a DUI in Offutt Air Force Base. This guy was a freaking... I don't even think he was a full bird. I think the full bird colonel was too busy for me that day. So I got the one winger. This guy was like freaking sad. They call it getting called to the carpet. I was getting my verbal abuse reprimand for being a black mark on the maintenance squadron. So I'm standing there at attention, my margitary bearing, and this guy, old fat dude, hasn't seen his wiener without the aid of a mirror in probably freaking 25 years at least. But ask him, he'll tell you how important he is. And he, as a matter of fact, he just gave me a little spill. This guy was freaking yelling, just spit. He was spit. I just remember watching the spit come out of his mouth. And the funny part of it is, old boy, probably $50, I'd bet. $50, that dude had a bottle of freaking cognac or whiskey or some bullshit in his desk as he's chewing me out. And he's probably belts on it a time or two throughout the day just to keep the shakes from setting in. So he's no better than me. But he was just like... You know? And then I think about all the military officers that are like that just yell and scream. And then they go home and they treat their kids and their wives like that. And they did that for a number of years, you know? And a lot of them really didn't have that. Their jobs were not, it's just you play war all day until you actually go and kill people in other countries. And you make a lot of money. Then you get to, stay in the best hotels. It really is the world's greatest racket. It really is. And they're getting ready to stroke that fire again. All in the name of freaking freedom and security. And not a lot of people in this country have either at this point in time. That's what I'm getting. There's unrest everywhere. There's a lot of unrest all over the place. Landiton. 19, what did I call it? Has the shoe dropped? So, we just been chilling. We changed mom's socks. We looked at her mom's toes getting better after several months. Man, it's like a woo! Woo! We're just figuring it out as we go along. Me and mom, she'll be 71. God willing and creek don't rise in 11 days, Ma. What kind of cake you want for your birthday? A good one? What kind is that? You want pumpkin pie? We get a pumpkin pie.
That would be quite a, yeah.
Some whipped topping.
Yeah.
Celebrate 71.
A light one, yeah.
Man, I all but keep her living in a bubble. No, I'm always like, okay, Ma, it's been a few days. We gotta lotion legs. Okay, Ma, it's been a few days. We gotta lotion arms. We don't do it all. Well, we break it up because she don't like being fussed with and messed with too much. You really like that shampoo though, huh?
Yeah, that's good.
That shampoo.
Yeah, it is. It's nice and light.
Everything's nice and light. It's your stamp of approval. So we were just. I laid this. I got meditated today. A little while. I don't really have any desire to go out and go anywhere right now. I might go down to the coffee shop tomorrow. But I'm just. I don't really. Yeah, I probably will because now I look down at the water jug. I'll probably need to go fill that up. Take care of that. But it's just definitely a time of going within right now. And I got a big mouth. I need to stay in and stay out of trouble. Because if I get in trouble, it's not going to do nobody no mom any good. Nobody will come over and feed Ma. So, what else happened? Oh, this article, I saw somebody petitioning to write letters to stop the cloud seeding operation. That's the thing, is that now they're just saying that they've been doing it the whole time. Now they're just saying that it's happening out loud. All it is words on a page. Nothing's changed. The shit that they've been spraying in the sky is no different than the shit that they've sprayed in the sky when I was in Oregon. All over. It's their mode of operation. They create the weather. They just don't do it when they need to, like when droughts happen or when there's frickin' forest fires. They never conjure them up then. The self-serving reason for, and I last year when I moved here, I would talk about it. I'd be like, there's no precipitation. They need fresh powder, because right there in south and east, there's two renowned, popular, I don't know, ski parks where the season is just a whole new different clientele you get to hang out with in fucking town. Anyway, take the good, leave the rest. But so they make it freaking powder, and now they're saying, oh yeah, it'll be great for snowpack. They've been doing it for years. Now they're just living out loud, which maybe is finally good. But people still, you know what? People are still so complacent. They're still so happy in their desire to sit in their warm shit. You know, that they're just not going to do anything until the discomfort, their warm shit turns cold and their discomfort level gets to a point where they got to get up and actually do something to shift the trajectory of their life. And I have a feeling there's higher powers that are going to be doing that here a lot for people, you know, in the next little while. We all get an I had my chance when the universe showed me, no, you're going to be a stay-at-home daughter. Work from home daughter. That's your new role. Shift gears, do something different. What you had in mind is not what God had in mind for me. Yeah, so anyway, what else is going on? I try to stay off the social media, especially when I see Weather modification proposal aims to improve snowpack, alleviate effects of drought. Well, last I read, we're the last state that wasn't in a drought. We're like one of the 3 states that is not in a drought right now. But see, they get all these states get these millions of dollars and million. We all could be freaking millionaires, every single one of us, but they don't budget proper. And look into your state. Look at your state. When I lived in Oregon, how many million? Like 4 million people there, you know? They inflate numbers. They fudge numbers. I think they're maybe about 3/4 of what they say. And all these people that have come up missing over the years, these 800,000 people that come up missing, you know, they just always count them as part of the census. Well, they always were, so they still are until we have a body. But these people are never found, and that's another thing that people are going to wake up to. The realization is what happens to these people and what people are doing with these people. And until it stops, maybe everybody should sleep uneasy at night. Because the people this stuff is happening to, they sure aren't resting easy. And that's another thing. The stuff, you know, it's all well, save the children stuff. It's all well and good. But what happens when the children grow up and you're people like me? What happens to us then? You know, things are already hard for me as it was. I've had this freaking crazy, horrific life. And then freaking society continues to freaking just like slow blink at me. And I'm just one of many. I'm just one of many. I'm just grateful that my freaking abuse wasn't by like my dad. I know, yeah, that's what a large statistic that is. How creepy a lot of fathers are. They just like putting their just dirty. And how many freaking young girls have to grow up just knowing that that's how you started off with your dad. It's freaking disgusting, man. But anybody can have kids, right? It's everybody's human right and all that stuff. And this is all the stuff that all the grossest, and I've always known that it's existed. This is just all the stuff I keep looking for the silver linings, and there's got to be good people out there amongst all the freaking the sea cesspool of freaking soulless freaking sludge that is taking over. And people don't got to be even do it directly. Just keep endorsing the stuff that promotes it. Just keep driving those expensive cars. Just, you know, all that stuff. You know, going to all those concerts, all those football games. Just keep doing all the behavior that feeds the demons without giving anything back. Yeah. Let's just keep doing that, and then we'll see. We're going to see. We're going to see how bad things are going to get before people start going, oh my gosh, you know, I got a part in this too? Yep. Even the master manifestors. Up until I moved to Oregon, I had accomplished every goal I ever achieved, and then Universe God said, "No, put on the brakes." Said, "You're not gonna do nothing." Yep, put the brakes on. That was the night of what? Dark Night of the Shadow or whatever. One of them for me. So, well. Got to go through the crap to get to the glory. That's the thing, is you got all these people just living on inherited glory, and that ain't fair. That ain't fair at all. So, well, maybe some people will start helping other people achieve their dreams and stuff like that. Lord knows people can. They just don't know how. They just have never... No one's ever led them to that example of see, they never seen movies like Brewster's Millions or nothing like that, you know. And I don't have any earth in my chart, so I have no respect for money as like, you know, Anyway, I have a very weird relationship with money. I give a lot of it away. People give it to me, and I give it away. That's how I look at it. People give it to me and it helps me, then I give it away to help other people. That's what you're supposed to do. People need help, you help them. You don't watch them struggle. You don't watch them suffer. You don't, oh, someone else will do it. There's somebody somewhere that'll get paid to do something for them. No. The time is now.